Welcome back, comic book collectors and enthusiasts. My name's Brandon, and who are you? And now,
I'm Batman.
I guess I had that one coming, but no, seriously, who are you?
No, I'm your creative side, just manifested into a person so I can discuss some topics with you.
That's great, but I'm kind of making a video and doing an intro. Can I do that at least?
Oh yeah, sorry about that. Proceed.
Okay, welcome back, comic book collectors and enthusiasts. My name is Brandon. You're watching Moncomics. All right, so what did you want to talk about specifically?
Well, we're headed into 2024. Your channel's about to celebrate its 1-year anniversary on January 24th. I want to know what you're going to do to evolve, to thrive, to not be stagnant within the realm of YouTube.
Well, I'm all about doing different things, but like, what'd you have in mind?
I don't know, maybe a new intro?
Hey everyone, I'm Mr. Akins with What's on the Comic Rack. Hi, it's Ricky from All Sorts of Words. Hey everyone, I'm Ryan, the Colossus Collector. Hey guys, Mike here from Moncomics. Nah, none of them felt right.
Yeah, you're right, that wasn't great. What if you do an intro that has to do with like the middle of nowhere, you know, go outside, put yourself out there in a different scenario. Welcome back, comic book collectors and enthusiasts. My name's Brandon and you're watching M.O.N.Comics.
Yeah, we're never doing that intro again, like ever.
Yeah, no, we can't do that ever again.
Welcome back, comic book collectors and enthusiasts. My name's Brandon. You're watching Moncomics. It's kind of cool because I'm in the woods and it like definitely encompasses my channel, but like I'm just, it's kind of far away, hard to bring books out there. Maybe at night?
Welcome back, comic book collectors and enthusiasts. My name's Brandon. You're watching M.O.N.Comics. I'm out here alone in the dark. It's kind of spooky. Not great for a show.
Yeah, that's kind of dark. Showing books would be a whole process and logistics. I don't think it's going to work. Why don't we just stick with a regular intro?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
But what else did you have in mind?
I don't know. Maybe learn some new editing skills. Incorporate some new graphics.
I mean, I'd love to, but being a father of 2 young girls, my wife working, me working.
Well, it is your wife's slower time. Maybe just do 1 video a week and then put your other effort into learning some editing skills to spice up your videos.
Yeah, that is a good idea. So many people do some great editing jobs out there, and I'd like to learn a little more just to spice it up a bit,
Well, you're pretty close to being monetized. Have you given any thought to like what you do if you did hit the mark and started making money off this?
Well, if in the event that I was lucky enough to become monetized, I thought I'd use any kind of super chat funds or any kind of money I make to give back to the people that have supported me throughout this past year. I was thinking about, if I do become monetized, to take that money and use it for a monthly giveaway. And just if it's a really great monthly giveaway.
Yeah, you've never had a problem with giving back. That's a pretty solid idea.
I got to help out the subscribers. People have been supporting this crazy adventure all year.
Well, what are you doing in this video?
Well, in this video, I got some awesome Christmas gifts from 3 different people. One's a fan of the channel, 2 other fellow YouTube creators. So I got to give them credit.
Yeah, you should definitely show the books they sent you. That was a kind gesture by those 3 guys. What do you got lined up after that?
Well, after I talk about that, I have some books that I've kind of had that I couldn't fit into any videos to talk about, like where I got them or their significance, or, I was thinking about doing, Mike from Moncomics calls it a roundup, but I didn't want to
call it a compendium, dude.
Okay, I guess I'm going to go through a little compendium of books that I have left. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, that's solid for your last video of the year. What do you got lined up for next week?
Well, typically you lead into a new year, with your collecting goals. Is it okay if I do that video?
Yeah, collecting goals are fine, but maybe just throw in some images of the books you're talking about, so maybe people who don't collect them will have an idea. You look back at your video last year, it's kind of rudimentary.
Yeah, that's a good call. I mean, truth be told, I really didn't want to do a collecting goals video because I didn't want this pressure to have to obtain the books. I kind of just like collecting books and
I'm going to stop you right there. Failure to plan is a plan to fail. If you set these goals, it'll help you stay focused on what you want to accomplish throughout the year.
Yeah, you're right. I guess no plan is a plan to fail, or they say. But Anyways, I appreciate you, pumping me up, getting ready for 2024. I think it's going to be a great year. I mean, this year I've already got over 1,000 followers. I've made some great friends, both, subscribers and other YouTube creators.
Yeah, dude, keep up the hard work. Keep being you. Just keep having fun with it, doing what you love to do.
Yeah, I'm passionate about comics and collecting them. So I guess with that, I'll get into showing some books and you can go wherever you came from.
Yeah, I'll just slide out here and eat some Christmas cookies on my way out.
Don't eat all my Christmas cookies, dude.
Yeah, like you need any more.
I mean, I know I'm going to try to lose some weight. It's after the holidays, kids' birthdays, stuff like that, so cut me some slack.
Okay, man. See you next year.
Thanks, man. So that was interesting that the creative side wanted to come give me a pep talk. But like I said, I'd like to go over some books that JP from one half of Absolute Game of Nerds sent me for Christmas. My friend Bruce from Up North Comics also sent me some great books. And then a longtime friend of the channel, my buddy Chris Parker, who's out in Western New York, he sent me some books too. So let me get into those and show you. Okay, so this was pretty cool. These are from Bruce, my friend who started his YouTube channel, Up North Comics. He's way up in Maine. He sent me a great handwritten letter. I'm going to read all these letters. Brandon, Merry Christmas, my dude. You are my horror guru, so I thought I'd send along some awesome books, some of which you may have mentioned. Glad to call you my friend for the last 7 years. Yours truly, Bruce, a.k.a. Up North Comics. Now, I did meet Bruce via Instagram. We started off buying and selling Star Wars toys to each other, and then it kind of evolved into other collectibles, and now it's comics. This is kind of where we landed. But the first book he sent me was Crypt of Shadows number 11. I have always loved this cover. It's like a human sacrifice cover or zombie in the grave. Really cool Bronze Age horror. Great skull up there. He also sent me one that I saw on a live stream. I think maybe it was a Halloween live stream. I don't know. DC Comics Deceased in Gotham number 2. So it's an homage to the original Nightmare on Elm Street with Freddy and Nancy. Is that who the original Scream Girl is? But really cool cover. I heard this was a great read. A couple of recommendations for people. So I'm going to read this and possibly pick up more. Book I was most excited about, though, might be part of my collecting goals for the new year, but it is Fear number 1. So this is the first issue of Fear from the Bronze Age, and then in issue 10 it turns into Adventures into Fear with Man-Thing, and it continues there with a lot of Man-Thing stories. Howard the Duck's first appearances in Adventures into Fear 19. So some cool stuff. So I think I'm going to try to go after these in the new year, but thanks so much, Bruce. I love all these books. Your friendship means the world to me. And this was great. A little bit of spooky treat during the Christmas season. So thanks, man. All right, next we got my buddy Chris Parker, who's been talking to me through the channel, subscribed since almost its inception. So he said, Brandon, happy holidays to you and your family. Just sending this because I figured you would appreciate some Saturday morning comic reading. I will. As always, keep the videos coming. And one day, let's go pick through some comics. Merry Christmas, buddy. Chris Parker. I'd love to, man. Let's make it happen. So he sent me, was very excited, Predator issue 1. Ed Brisson, Kev Walker, and Frank D'Armata. He sent me the whole run of the first of these 7 issues. So 2. I had this one, but now I got the other ones. Issue 3, Human in Predator gear. Issue 4. These are sweet covers. Issue 5, The Final Hunt Begins. And issue 6, that's a sick cover. Look at that, green Yautja blood. Yautja is another name for predator. That's what their species is called. So, Chris, dude, really kind of you. Totally unnecessary, but very much appreciated. Predators issues 1 through 6. So I know what I'm doing this Saturday morning. Thanks, buddy. And the last package was sent to me by JP, one half of the Absolute Game of Nerds. He said, Brandon, it's been a pleasure talking comics and Steelers with you this past year. I'm looking forward to Terrificon in 2024, and we will rock that show. We're all a bunch of us trying to go to Terrificon. Happy New Year, JP. P.S. The Wildcats number 1 was part of 100 comics 100 copies, sorry. My dad and I bought in the 90s. We expected them all to go to $100 and we would retire. Haha. The X-O-Man Wars is a cool 90s cover as well. Very cool. So he sent me, first of all, he sent me some Predator and Alien trading cards, which always I'm always happy to get any kind of thing, Predator and Aliens. And then, as mentioned, the classic XO Man of War number 0, 90s goodness. Just beautiful. Wildcats number 1. I remember getting this myself back in the day. This is a big deal back in the day when this came out. And then he also sent me Tales from the Crypt facsimile of number 5. So I can still go through and read the stories. That's awesome. And then also a 1998 Steelers official yearbook, because we're both Steelers fans. So thanks, JP. That was awesome. Much appreciated. JP, Chris, and Bruce, thank you guys. You made my holiday a little extra special. This is the only comic stuff I got. All right, now for some books that I just didn't have time to fit in throughout shows throughout the year. So I just thought I'd go through them now. They are kind of Fantastic Four heavy, a lot of run fillers. This one is not part of the Lee Kirby run. The Lee Kirby run runs from issues 1 through 102. This is issue 211, but it is a key. It's from 1979, written by Marv Wolfman and cover art by John Byrne for Mr. Akins of What's on the Comic Rack. Byrne Notice. This is the first appearance of Terrax, one of the heralds for Galactus. And this appeared in the 3rd series of the Impel Marvel trading cards. I've mentioned before, a bunch of us are getting a bunch of first appearances to play a game where we hold up a card, and if you have the first appearance, you get a point. So I had to pick this one up on the cheap, and yeah, first appearance of Terrax. Next book, Alpha Flight 11. Brandon, you don't collect Alpha Flight. Well, that's got to mean it's a first appearance. So 1984, written and also art done by John Byrne. First appearance of Weapon Omega, which is a card in the 3rd series. So just picking up first appearances where I can to play the game with the guys. So who knows, maybe I'll get into Alpha Flight in the future, but for right now, just grabbing first appearances. This little number is from 1990. It is Captain America Goes to War Against Drugs. This was made in part with the FBI when the war on drugs was really heating up. They, of course, were using comic books to reach out to kids to warn them about the dangers of drugs. Written by Peter David, cover art by the great John Romita. And this was gifted to me by a friend of the channel. His name's Rob G. We'll call him. He's local to me. And he found his little comics and a few copies of these, and he gifted this to me. But what's more important is Rob's daughter, Abby, was the one, episodes ago, I found a Darkwing Duck. She's a big fan of that series, and I gifted her a painted cover of Darkwing Duck signed by the artist. So she did some original art for me. How awesome of this. So it has, I am the terror that flaps in the night. I am Darkwing Duck. I am the moon that shines very bright by Abby G. Thanks, Abby. Original. I mean, this is good, man. She's a young girl, and it's awesome. So thanks, Abby. I really appreciate this. I had to show this at some point, so got to give credit to the kids. You never know who's going to be our next illustrator in comics. So thanks, Abby. Keep it up. Don't stop. This is awesome. And the last one, our Fantastic Four books, just plugging away at that run. I've got some ideas for my collecting goals into the new year of how I want to, go after it. But until then, I've got Fantastic Four number 88 from 1969, written by Stan Lee, art by Jack Kirby. They just fight the Mole Man in this issue. It's nothing crazy. I've also got, and the prices on them are not what I pay you guys. I can't remember where I got these from, but 92 from 1969, again, Lee and Kirby, Things Enslaved by Skrulls. So it's kind of like battling with himself. So cool later run issue there. And then I've got issue 99 from 1970, the end of the Silver Age. Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, of course, and it's the Human Torch fighting the Inhumans. So you got Black Bolt, Medusa, got everyone out there. So yeah, that's what I got. Well, that's it, folks. Like you heard my creative side, I got to push it. I want to try to learn more. I've got to get better at editing and putting some different fun graphics in to keep you guys all entertained. Really appreciate it, everyone who's stuck with me to this point. If you're new to this channel and you like what you see, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, hitting like I said, once I get monetized, I'm going to use all that money. Any kind of money that I make is going to go right back to giveaways. We'll do a monthly giveaway. I'll announce at the beginning of the month, this is what the channel made last month. So maybe we'll put a vote on a character, maybe a vote on Marvel or DC. I don't know. It's going to be fun, but I want to get people involved so that we can do some fun giveaways monthly. because I appreciate you and I appreciate everyone's kind words and friendship. It just meant the world to me. So, guys, have a happy and safe New Year as we go into 2024. I'm going to just stay locked down with the kiddos and the wife and just watch the ball drop and then probably go right to bed. So, hope you guys have a great New Year's. I'll talk to you soon. But until next time, keep reading those comics.